In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 college basketball games happening on February 19, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Oklahoma State versus West Virginia. Oklahoma State will try to snap its 2-game losing streak when it travels to West Virginia on Monday night. The Cowboys had won 5 straight games prior to those 2 setbacks, but they have now fallen back to the .500 mark in conference play. West Virginia has lost 3 straight games and continues to fall to the bottom of the Big 12 standings. Oklahoma State comes into this game with a 16-11 record, and they have gone 14-13 against the spread. Oklahoma has lost 2 games in a row, and the defense has been a big issue in each of the last 2 games. Oklahoma State gave up 100 points to TCU in the last game, and that led to the blowout defeat. Oklahoma State is averaging 70 points while their defense is giving up 66 points per game. The offense is ranked 226th in the league, while the defense is ranked 66th in the league. Forward Caleb Boone is averaging 12 points while shooting 60.9% from the field. On the other side of this matchup is West Virginia, who sits with a 15-12 record overall, and they have lost 3 games in a row. In the last game against Texas Tech, West Virginia scored 72 points, but it wasn't enough as they were defeated by 6 points. West Virginia is averaging 76 points while their defense is giving up 71 points per game. The offense is ranked 74th in the league, while their defense is giving up 71 points per game. Eric Stevens is averaging 14 points while shooting 43.2% from the field. Oklahoma State will easily keep this game within 5 points and may even be able to pull out the win on the road. Oklahoma State has the 10th most efficient defense in the nation and will be able to get stops against this West Virginia team. The Mountaineers have lost 3 in a row and are trending in the wrong direction to close the season. West Virginia has only covered in 2 of their last 7 games. Oklahoma State recently had a stretch of 5 straight wins in the Big 12, including victories over some of the better teams in the conference like Iowa State and TCU. The West Virginia Mountaineers are getting the benefit of the doubt because they're at home, but they're not playing so hot at the moment. Also, Oklahoma State has been a scrappy bunch that hangs around even in losses. Oklahoma State loses on the road by an average of just 2 points. Oklahoma State beat West Virginia a little over a month ago. 5 points are too many in a game that may come down to the wire in this closely matched Big 12 battle. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Oklahoma State has hit the over in 7 of their last 8 games. They are both in the top half of college basketball in tempo. Oklahoma State ranks 151st and West Virginia ranks 128th in tempo. Oklahoma State has a variety of weapons that can space the floor and put up big numbers. West Virginia has also hit the over in 6 of their last 7 games, as all the trends are pointing toward a high-scoring affair. Oklahoma State's defense has been a big issue the last couple of games, and it's going to be a big issue again in this game. Oklahoma State is coming off a game where they gave up 100 points. West Virginia is giving up 71 points per game, and they are going to struggle to defend again here. This game is likely to be close down the stretch, which always helps add points to the total with late free throws. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Louisville versus Duke. The Louisville Cardinals take to the road on Monday night to take on the Duke Blue Devils in Atlantic Coast Conference action. The Cardinals are in the midst of a dismal season with an overall record of 4-23 and just a 2-14 record in league play. The Duke Blue Devils have been solid but not spectacular so far this season, with an overall record of 18-8 and an Atlantic Coast Conference mark of 9-6. Louisville moved to 4-23 after defeating Clemson at home. The Cardinals led the Tigers at the break and pulled away to pick up their finest win of the season, 83-73. Louisville is scoring 64.5 points per game, while allowing 73.5 points per game, and shooting 42.1% from the field. Louisville effectively played spoiler last time, but they'll face a tough time doubling down against a hungry Duke team. The Cardinals are 2-14 in Atlantic Coast Conference play, with a 4-12 home record. Senior guard Ellis has come alive this month, scoring 21 points or more in 4 of the last 5 games, including a 28-point outing in the upset win over Clemson. Ellis went for a career-high 33 points against Miami last week, and he leads the team in scoring and assists. Junior forward Yelan Withers doubled in the only other conference win over GT, and he's up to 10 points per game and 5.3 rebounds per game. Duke improved to 19-8 following a road win over Syracuse. The Blue Devils went into the old Carrier Dome and spanked the Orange, outscoring them in both halves, en route to a massive 22-point win. Duke is scoring 72 points per game, while allowing 64 points per game, and shooting 44.1% from the floor. Duke really answered the bell with an assertive road victory over Syracuse. The Blue Devils are 10-6 in Atlantic Coast Conference play, with a flawless 13-0 home record. True freshman Kyle Filipowski followed up his 22-point outing against ND with a double-double versus Cuse, and he now leads Duke in scoring and rebounding. Junior guard Jeremy Roach had another strong showing at Syracuse with 17 points, and he's up to 13 points per game and a team-lead 3 assists per game. Duke's touted freshman class has started to step up big down the stretch, with guards Tyrese Proctor and Doric Whitehead playing well alongside Roach in the backcourt, and Mark Mitchell and Derek Lively too beefing up the front line with Flip. Louisville is 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall and 6-13-2 against the spread in their last 21 road games, while the over is 5-0-1 in their last 6 road games against a team with a winning home record. Duke is 3-10 against the spread in their last 13 games overall and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games, while the under is 5-1 in their last 7 games overall. The Cardinals rode the moment of the 10-year anniversary of a championship team and a packed house on Saturday to pull off their biggest upset of the season. Looking a little deeper, however, the Cardinals have played significantly better over the latter part of this season. The Cardinals are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. They are also a respectable 4-4 against the spread on the road this season. Meanwhile, Duke comes in just 6-7 against the spread at home this season despite being 13-0. Additionally, the Blue Devils are 3-10 in their last 13 games against the spread. Duke's a solid team, and Cameron Indoor's a tough place to go on the road and compete, let alone try to win if you're a Louisville team that's been beat up left and right this season. However, Louisville's been competitive lately, and while this is a talented Duke team, it's still a Duke team that lacks a killer instinct and hasn't necessarily blown teams out lately. It wouldn't shock anyone if Louisville got dismantled here, but I'm not trying to lay this many points with this Duke team. Duke will likely be victorious in this game, but the Cardinals will continue their recent momentum by keeping it close. So the Louisville Cardinals to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. For starters, Duke is one of the slower teams in the country, using just 65.8 possessions per 40 minutes. I truly expect them to take their time, set up the offense, and meticulously dissect this abysmal defensive unit of Louisville. As for the trends, the under is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings between these two teams. It's also cashed in 4 of Duke's last 5 games. Look for Louisville's offense to struggle on the road but do just enough to keep it close, while Duke plays slow offensively. I don't think we're in for a high-scoring affair. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.